Well, there are about 100 U.S. senators, not about, they're literally 100. About half of them have decided to keep Brett Kavanaugh off the Supreme Court no matter what. But there's only one Kirsten Gillibrand. She stands alone in how flagrantly she's throwing out due process and individual rights for the sake of promoting herself and gaining politically.
I've heard from both sides, and I believe Dr. Blasey Ford, and I believe Ms. Ramirez. You have women who are telling these stories about what happened to them and credibly accusing Judge Kavanaugh of violent behavior, of sexual assault, of behavior that is disqualifying.
That was Harvey Weinstein's personal friend, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand of New York. Seth Barron has covered her and watched very closely. He's an associate editor of City Journal, and he joins us tonight. Seth, when you see Senator Gillibrand position herself as a defender of all women everywhere, what's your response to that?
Well, I don't know how it is that she's heard the two accusers and agrees with them, because have they really said anything yet? I don't know. But
good question.
She has a long history. Senator Gillibrand has a very long history of embracing whatever's expedient and dispensing with whatever is no longer expedient. She was elected in 2006 as a conservative Democrat. Al D'Amato was basically her mentor and arranged for her to become the senator after Hillary Clinton became Secretary of State in 2009. She was a conservative Democrat. She had an A rating from the NRA. She had been a Philip Morris attorney. And then when she became senator, she very quickly tacked left. And, one thing she said earlier this year that I thought was very revealing, asked why when she used to support, deportation of illegal immigrants, and now she was, on board with the Dreamers, she said, well, I came from a district that was 98% white. And she said this is something she's embarrassed and ashamed about.
I get it. So she's embarrassed and ashamed of her former constituents who launched her political career after she was a cigarette lawyer, and I think she worked for Harvey Weinstein's law firm, as well as, of course, being his good friend there. So when you see this former friend of Weinstein's and of Bill Clinton's, who, of course, knew all about their reputations as abusers of women and said nothing, when you see her say, well, I really am the protector of women, do you think it's a credible posture for her?
I mean, it's consistent for her. This is exactly what she has done throughout her entire career. Remember a few years ago, she brought Emma Solkowitz, the mattress girl, the performance artist from Columbia, to the State of the Union address. This was a woman who had, as a performance, dragged her mattress around Columbia University campus, claiming that they wouldn't expel her rapist, but he'd been found to be, not culpable. I think
the rapist who wasn't a rapist. Oh,
the rapist who wasn't a rapist.
Right.
This is Senator Gillibrand has seized this issue and the Me Too movement and the question of abuse and harassment as her issue, and this is how she's moving forward.
Is there anything she won't do? I guess we'll find out soon as she runs with creepy porn lawyer for the Democratic nomination.
Be great.
So, please keep covering it. Thank you.
Thanks.